Hey everybody, I'm Geoff Coyle, your West Virginia insider, joined by the head coach of the Mountaineers men's basketball team, Coach Bob Huggins. Now you're coming off of 2 straight victories, and I want to take you back first to the TCU game because it seems like every different game there's somebody different stepping up, and in that one it was your 2 freshmen, Dexter Miles Jr. and Javon Carter. What did you see from them, the end of regulation and in overtime, as they really were the reason why that ultimately came out as a victory?
Well, they made big shots, and I think probably they didn't really. I think they're thinking too much. They didn't shoot it very well up until that point, and you get to a point in time where you have to grab it and shoot it, and they did. And I think the play that they made in overtime is a play well beyond their years. And I don't know that there's a lot of guys that have played the game for a long time that would have the smarts to be able to grab it like Dax did and throw it, and JC to run to the basket and not catch it on the fly, let it bounce so that the clock wouldn't start and get it to the basket. They made a great play.
And you ride that emotion into Manhattan to take on Kansas State. And I know 2 things that your players talk about all year long. We may not have the most talented starting 5, but that depth, the top 12 is better than anybody else. And also the ability to play harder than anybody and to keep that up for the entirety of the game is something else that your players really pride themselves on. When you look at the way they play defense, the way that nobody really wants to go up against your team these days because of the reputation they have, how much does this team take pride in that and relish the reputation that they have nationally now?
Well, I think they've loved it from the beginning. I mean, I think what we talked about when we decided we were going to do this is that it's going to give everybody an opportunity to play. But the flip side is if you don't play hard, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. So you have to play hard. And I think we have played, for the most part, we've played really, really hard. I thought we played really hard in Manhattan. We didn't play as hard here at home against TCU. There were a lot of 50-50 balls that we didn't get in Manhattan. I think we got the majority of 50-50 balls. The play Devin Williams makes, diving on the floor and kicking a ball ahead to Jayshon Page and had dunked it. I mean, it was a great play. It excited our guys. I think it kind of deflated their crowd. I think there were 2 plays that really we passed the ball and tried to penetrate it, I think, as well as we have all year, and they did a great job of guarding it. And it ends up in Juwan Staten's hands, and everybody in the place standing and cheering, and it was really loud in there as it gets. And Wani hit a shot from the corner and just set everybody down. And those are fun plays as a player to make, but I think they're huge in the outcome of games.
So this time last week we were talking about the first time that you'll play a team for the 2nd time this season, and that was TCU. So you saw how they changed from what they did against your press and every aspect of the team from the first game to the second. Now you get the 2nd time to play Texas Tech. What do you remember from the first game, and what are you anticipating from Tubby Smith's bunch?
Well, they did a good job. They probably got as many easy baskets as most people did, to be honest with you. And we didn't turn them over the way we wanted to turn them over. We turned them over some, but we didn't get a lot of live ball turnovers. And we need to get live ball turnovers and that we can score at the end of. But Tubby's been around for a long time. Tubby and I have known each other for, seemingly 50 years. It's been quite that long. And he's a great person, and he's a great basketball coach. And that's the thing about this league. You go from playing Trent, who's been, he's been the coach of the year in every league he's ever been in, to playing Bruce, who's coached in 2 Final Fours, to Tubby, who has won a national championship and multiple Final Fours. And there's not another league in the country that has the percentage of great coaches and coaches that have achieved what our guys have achieved.
I'll throw you one here. Who do you got in the Super Bowl?
Well, the Seahawks, just because of my guy B. Irvin. Bruce is a great guy. Bruce is a great guy. He comes to practice. He loves being around. Loves West Virginia. Anybody loves West Virginia that much, they ought to win.
Just like your team.
That's right.
Ought to win. West Virginia Mountaineers taking on Texas Tech this weekend. Thanks for the time, Coach.
My pleasure. Bow tie-less today.
Bow tie-less today. Sometimes you got to switch it up. I see you're still in the tracksuit.
Well, you told me you had enough of them that you wouldn't have to switch it up. You could, kind of roll with whatever.
Oh, don't worry. Next time on Campus Insiders, I'll have a bow tie. For now, though, West Virginia, Texas Tech this weekend in Morgantown.